Thank you for tuning into the Papi J and Wize Jefe on the BS3 network. Before we dive into the show, we would like to remind our viewers that the opinions expressed on this show are solely those of the host. The BS3 network does not necessarily endorse or agree with any of the views we express on this program. Furthermore, the BS3 network is not responsible for the accuracy or timeliness of any information discussed on this show. While we strive to provide informative and entertainment content, we cannot guarantee the accuracy of everything said on Papi J and Wize Jefe. With that said, we encourage our viewers to take everything discussed on the show with a grain of salt and to do their own research and fact-checking when appropriate. Thank you for understanding, and now let's get into the show.
They say this is a big rich town, but I live in the poorest part. I know I'm on a dead-end street in a city without a heart.
And we are back. We actually are live today on, well, you know what show this is. I am Wize.
I am Papi J.
And this is the Papi J and Wize Jefe show, airing exclusively on Real Wise TV and the BS3 network. Tune in every Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central Time. We're back for another episode. And
oh, I'm playing around. My bad.
Yeah, so we're back for another episode, and people have finally started to respond to Katt Williams and his explosive interview on Club Shay Shay, where he called out a lot of people in the industry. And listen, Katt handed out a lot of receipts, man. He handed a lot of receipts. And to me, everybody who responded didn't say he was lying.
Nah, they ain't say shit.
They didn't say Katt was lying.
They're gonna say they probably used the excuse that they taking a higher road. They got too much to lose. Those are gonna be the like legit excuses when somebody gets them pinned down. They got more to lose than him. Blase blah, blase blah. I don't think that a lot. I told you there was mad truth in there. It's less lies. It's definitely less lies. Like if there's lies, it's probably like 15% out of 100. That's lies or fabricated or exaggerated.
Exaggerated.
Okay. Yeah. 15% in my eyes, like how I see it from what I heard from all this chitter chatter. Yeah, like 15% people. He might have had an over exaggerated. But I did the math too, yo. You have to count 3 to 5 books a day, every day, for, he said, in a year. So 3 to 5 books every day, and he could probably be up there in like that number that he said he read in 1 year. I just was doing like what would be the odds, and then I was like, all right, it's a possibility that he read the amount of books. What's up? It's a possibility that he read the amount of books that he said he read, in my mind, because one, if you're a Jehovah's Witness and they strict and you ain't got the luxuries of all that stuff, then most likely you'll be reading a lot. So it made sense. I did the little math. I was checking it out. Like I was like, yeah, he could have did that shit. Like people
all
so
right.
quick.
So yeah. You went and fact checked a couple of, but if you go look at everything he said, right? I saw the interview where Kevin Hart said he would never wear a dress, right? Then he goes host Saturday Night Live. What is Karen wear? What is Kevin wearing? A dress.
The most uncomfortablest I ever seen a
A
man in my life.
dress. A
No,
dress.
I'm talking about that fake coming out smiling like he was trying to cover himself. That was him for real.
Because he knew he fucked up. He knew
Nah,
he like, listen, my man said he would never do that. And look at him coming out in the dress.
listen, that take a lot, y'all. He was hurt. That wasn't the like everybody else that put on the dress. I like owned it. He didn't. He didn't own that dress.
It don't matter.
It looked like it was forced.
And he wore it.
Listen,
And then
you gotta do what you gotta do, son.
and then as I'm perusing social media, a meme pops up, right? And you know how he talked about how every certain people had a certain wife. You go and you, huh?
I know what you're talking about.
Well, I saw this meme, and they show the picture of everyone he mentioned, and everyone that he mentioned that was up there, because he did mention a lot of people that aren't up there, but the people he did mention that were up there,
The seven
they,
sure
they,
he say
they, their wives,
I seen it.
same. It's like they cloned this bitch.
I mean,
Look at they go on and clone Tyrone.
that didn't look like that. They didn't look like
It was
clones.
close. It was close.
They didn't look like clones.
They had a type. It was a type.
It was definitely a
type.
It's a type they push on you.
Okay.
It's a type they
All
push
right.
on you. I don't know why that type it is that type. I don't know where these niggas went wrong in convincing these motherfuckers that this is the black man's type when it comes to that. But they do a small like survey when they
recruiting you.
No, when they do the analytics of shit. Like black man likes this type of women, like shit like that, or like it's just a little off. They ain't gotta update all these shits because that was the old generation.
Yeah.
The new generation ain't really jacking that shit. The real new generation doesn't want a wife. Yo, so get the fuck out of here. Like that shit can't go on for like ever. Like you can't just keep. But that's the ball game you get in when you want to be famous. I told you that. That's the game you get. Listen. You got to put on a dress, dude. If you want to get to the top. If you that thirsty to get to the top, you'll put on a dress. So I'm never against anybody that called out the system because they always used to try to make them think they was crazy or on drugs.
So would you put a dress on?
Who?
You.
I don't want to be with them niggas. Those are not my type of niggas. Yo. I don't need to get in a dress because that ain't my goal right there. Like you crazy. You got to be wanting to be one of them niggas. You know what you're getting into. That's why I say it sucks because I hate to like that victim thing helps you escape from that choice. If you're going to do the trauma thing, then it helps negate the fact that you chose this knowing what was behind door number 2. You ain't oblivious to it. Yeah. It's the word on the street is, if you got close enough to that door, you heard the word on the street. You know what's up. You seen people in passing. Yo, where you going? Oh, yeah, they wild in there, nigga. Have fun. Like, that's what they going to tell you. So there's not. So I kind of like, but then you're victim blaming. Like these names these kind of terms get tossed around too loosely. So now everybody's can't be held accountable. Nobody can be held accountable unless you're a black person or a black male or a minority male. Then this shit isn't bad for you. Nobody, you can't be the one with an excuse. If you got a felon, then what's the point of? I'm a felon, so now I can't make it. My trauma excuses won't count because I'm a felon. They'll use my criminal background against me, but not against somebody that's just fucked up all the way around the board. That's just using the shit, and that's where it get tricky at. Like I always tell you, I'm confused. So anybody, don't take this personal. This is me trying to figure shit out in real time. So I can't yell at nobody for being stupid because calling them stupid is by mental shaming or something. Like it's just killing me right now. So he could be stupid, but I can't call him stupid.
So he called out Michael Blackson, right? And then you go see an old Michael Blackson stand up, well, him whatever clip. He's wearing a dirty ass dashiki, right? And you see
It
him
wasn't
now.
dirty, man.
I think it was dirty ass dashiki, man. Fuck out.
It was a dirty color. It was the color was the wrong
It
color.
don't matter. It don't fucking matter. You was wearing a dashiki, nigga.
Didn't say that. Don't say dirty.
I'm just saying what Katt said. I'm just saying what Katt said.
I didn't hear. Yeah, Katt's stupid, dog.
So you wearing a dashiki, and now you're the African king of comedy, right? You actually built the school last year in Africa. You dressing dapper. You dressing much better than what you used to dress, right? So where's the lie? Where's the lie? Where was Katt Williams lying at?
The one, it's a little bit of hate, yo. He's from Africa, dude. If anybody's allowed to say they're the king of Africa, can't this nigga say that?
He's not. But Katt's saying, but if you're gonna say you're the king of Africa, that's why Katt was like, yo, you need to dress like you're the king of Africa. You need to build a school like you're the king of Africa. And what did he go do? He did both those things. He did both those things.
But I mean, Katt Williams.
He did both
those like that.
Yes, he
Katt
did.
Williams made it seem like he schooled him. Like I put him under his wing.
He took him under his wing.
Maybe
niggas didn't appreciate that.
Maybe that story could have got embellished. Maybe maybe that story could have got embellished. I told you,
he didn't say Katt was lying. All he called him was a small leprechaun.
Yeah, because what's the point? Like at the end of the day,
you gotta let niggas know he ain't lying. He's telling the truth or whatever.
Well, Katt delivery just might be wrong. That don't mean that he's lying. You can't call him a liar because his delivery is a little harsh. You can't call him a liar still. So no, they're upset that his delivery was harsh and came out of left field. They're not upset that he told the truth. If they acknowledge it, then it's the truth.
Yeah,
they just saying that's why everybody's saying, yo, I wish him well. And I hope whatever he's using, or they try to allude to some type of something else. They're not gonna say that. They can't say he's lying. And if they say that he's telling the truth, that open up more questions and more interviews and more people want to know why you're not talking. So this gotta just be like a pow. Like this is a shut up, nigga, you bitch ass niggas. Y'all can't do nothing. He know it. He like, which one of y'all? Steve Harvey, all y'all bitches. Y'all can't do nothing. Y'all corporate. Y'all in that room. Y'all gotta behave. I can slap you as much as I want.
Yeah.
And that's what you get when you, and look, they're not taking the high road because they might want to. They're taking the high road because of a choice they made. And the truth that he's spewing and the choice that they made, you can't never feel bad for them, even if they do get at the end come up short. That's a choice you made. It's not like you was a victim of this. Everybody heard the stories before y'all became famous. Your parents warned you about Vegas. There wasn't mad things. You go to Vegas, you become a drug addict, sex addict, you do wild shit. That's what they said about LA. Hollywood. Like Hollywood. Like, nigga, they said
Hollywood. Listen,
I never heard a story.
It's getting exposed now. Hollywood
It
is getting
just
exposed.
it just makes all the people that used to be called conspiracy theorists know that we was telling the truth. These niggas is nasty. This is what we've been saying, but everybody want to say, "Oh, you just angry and bitter." No, we've been trying to tell you. We just like Jesse Smollett. We've been trying to tell you the truth. Listen, we know y'all lying. All of y'all is cap. Everybody's cap. And now everybody that can afford to escape it is going to pay their way out of it. And everybody that can't, they're going to get puffy. That's it. They're going to get puffy or some shit. Or Epstein. You get puffy or Epstein when you're in that room, nigga. That's it. That's the like blood in, blood out. That's what they got. That's your shit, nigga. You're gonna die, especially if you're a man. We don't trust you not to write a book. We don't trust you not to do a podcast. Yo, stay quiet or we finishing you. We're gonna discredit, and they got dirt on everybody. That's the golden rule of everything in America, is to have dirt on somebody, leverage.
All right. Well, we're gonna take a quick break and we can come back and continue to talk on this situation, because it's been over a week and people are coming out, and a few other people came out, and we're gonna touch on that, and then we're also gonna touch on the fact that Shannon Sharp has been receiving hate on. He's been hated on by fellow podcasters. People are doing the same thing he's doing, and they're hating because they didn't have the balls to have Katt on. But we're gonna touch on that when we come back from this break.
BS3 Network. BS3 Network. Changing the way you watch TV.
This is a BS3 Network presentation.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, Wize.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central. Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
definitely check out my man Chris Space every Saturday morning. Definitely check out the programming on the BS3 network. They have some really great shows. You can catch this show, catch Mentality, Stuck in My Mind, Life Happens. You have a lot of wonderful shows. All right, so let's get back to this. So we had some response. We had Cedric the Entertainer's response, and he didn't say Katt was lying. He was just like talking about because
Katt said if he see him, he's gonna punch him in his stomach. He's like, "Good one of these right here."
So he said,
well, Cedric was focused on the fight. Cedric tried to focus on the fight. Nobody's gonna say this nigga's lying. That's it. That's what I realized. That's what I've come to accept, and that's good because that means it just solidifies that nigga be keeping it real. That's all it been solidified to me. That when he speak, I should at least listen. There's some truth in what he's gonna say. That's it. There ain't no lies because ain't nobody say nothing. Not even Steve. I didn't even try. I was gonna try to listen to Steve Harvey say something. I just didn't even want to hear it. I got once everybody else. Once I see all the roast, the battle between him and Steve Harvey. Yeah, there's nothing Steve Harvey could say anyway. He's all that gangster shit he was saying on the King of Comedies about what he would do. That nigga Katt roasted his ass. He ain't never wrote a joke again.
Well, it's crazy because oh man. So I used to watch Hanging with Mr. Cooper, and it's crazy because earlier today I recorded Mentality, and Cole actually put a picture of Mark Curry with his promo for Hanging Mr. Cooper, like, and he put up Steve Harvey and the Steve Harvey show. And bro, they got him doing the same position Mark Curry's in, the same tie, but in a different color. It was mind blowing.
Everything about Steve, I was too easy to find out the truth. Like that was the easiest one to find out all the facts. Like he literally walked you through how to research these whack ass niggas. Yeah, he literally walked you right into doing some homework. And nobody can't be mad. Everybody got their clicks went up. Steve Harvey clicks went up online. Probably been the most he's been researched in forever.
Yeah. It's helped. I feel it's helped Mark Curry get his name back out there.
Yep. He just won a couple of interviews. That's what I'm saying. All them people gonna benefit. It's just how you gonna come outside and look at everybody in the face after that. Like you gotta figure that shit out. It could take you a year, 6 months. Katt Williams don't care. He just telling y'all niggas, when you come back outside, tell the truth. Or keep my name out your mouth. Tell the truth or keep my name out your mouth. So, good job, Katt. Everybody got a couple. Like I said, they all gonna get a couple of dollars just for everybody researching.
Yeah, no.
Like I looked up that battle. Like I was looking up everything.
A battle
between him and Steve Harvey on the comedy battle. And Steve Harvey went out after Steve Harvey. As soon as he got out there, he said, "This dumb nigga talking about all this other shit. If I was him, I'd have been roasting me. Cause I'm about to roast his ass." He just that was how he came out. Like, and that ain't the verbatim, but that was the gist of it.
Energy. That was the energy he put out there.
Dude, that's when he said that his wig was a man unit. Like he went in, like he won the contest. And he said that's when Steve Harvey never wrote again. Never did stand up again after that. That's where he said he made Steve Harvey quit.
Nah, it's funny. It's funny It's funny because
that's if it's true, nigga. You gotta watch. You gotta look at the comedy. They hate that.
It's true, bro. This nigga stole this dude's UPS line. Mark Curry did this show, did it on his stand up, right? And then probably like 10, 15 years later, Steve Harvey uses Mark Curry's joke. And it wasn't the first time he did this shit.
You gotta look at all of them though. I don't know what's up with the suit. They break you in with the suit or dress. It's two things that you gotta do as like to host anything. You gotta be real, like Yankee rules. You know how the Yankees rules is can't have a facial hair, all that. Like
no, you can't have a beard. You can have facial hair, you can't have a beard.
Whatever, man. Same shit. All that shit grow together. If you don't use clippers, all that shit go together. So that's extra. You just gotta take it. Like that's just too much. But dumb little rules like that are the rules that you could tell when you think about it. Like everybody's done something that if you think back now, it's like, damn, he had to bow down to get in that position. Like you can't. There's no debating it no more. It's a fact. If you in the upper echelon, there's some shit you did. I ain't here to assume what it is. I hope it ain't the worst. You ain't the nastiest of the nasties.
That's the nasty of the nasty.
He's still nasty. Yeah, he's still nasty.
The nasty of the nasty.
I mean, there's nastier than Epstein. That's what I say. I hope people ain't just flabbergasted by what the shit Epstein was doing, the shit R. Kelly did. Like, there's nastier than that. Just imagine somebody that does what Bill Cosby, Michael Jackson, R. Kelly, and Epstein was accused of. Imagine if there's a clique that does all that. See? Nastier. It gets nastier. Everybody's one. Everybody has one little kink that's negative. That's nasty. But imagine somebody with 3 of those, 4 of those in different realms of shit. They get nastier, man. There's more than just Epstein Island. There's mad islands out there. If we could afford to investigate as people who pay taxes and everybody else got eyes in the sky, I think we should have something online where we could check the eyes in the sky too.
Yeah.
And some of these islands that they don't even tell you parts of America that's not even on the map. Like some of these shits, they wasn't that truthful. You're gonna think they put everything on the map?
No.
Yeah, so this all this leads to those questions not being as crazy as people used to think of them. Katt Williams cleared up so much with everything that they try to accuse him of, just by nobody responding.
Yeah.
So for a person like me who always was a little conspiracy theory, always a little like look at things different, he confirmed that I wasn't off much. Like I don't know the facts, like he know the facts, but god damn it, when we talk behind the mic, the shit that we never was able to record, we've been talking about this for a long time. So like little instances, like what about the government, about the secret societies, the billionaire clubs, like you always think about where the fuck they hang. If it's not some big celebrity shit that they charge everybody else to come watch them sit in the room. Like that's what I'm saying, the nerves of these people. Like do you pay to watch them stand in the room for 45 minutes if you're lucky? And then they go back to their nasty ways. All that stuff. The Smiths, like there's everything is questionable now. Everybody's on a little, and that's why I said trauma season. I wasn't even talking about civilians.
Yeah.
Trauma season for me is not the civilians. We always been through trauma. We go through trauma daily. It's nothing new to us. It's these rich people when you watch them crying on the internet that make me die. Like that is entertainment to me. Like the nerves, and there's people that fall for it. I mean, there's somebody for everybody. But the nerves of these motherfuckers to come out here crying after they spent 20 years in the nasty group.
Yo, listen.
I can't look at it's hard to call these people a victim. I know you shouldn't have like different type of people, and it shouldn't be like that. But the facts is the facts, yo. The game was nasty for a long time, and y'all held it down for a long time.
Yep.
So the industry, the owners of the industry, the everything down was just rooted in nastiness, and they accepted it, and that was them little pictures and shit that they get to blackmail you later. They feed you the drug, they feed you all the sins, they take pictures, they keep documents, they record it, and then they sit back. And then now you got to be tamed, even with as a millionaire. So when people think they could do something to help their people, they can't. Their hands are tied. If you help them niggas, I'm gonna blow you up. I'm gonna blow you up. Anybody that think you're gonna save these niggas, the poor people, all poor people, and of all colors, like dumb niggas, nah, there's no saving. You gotta do that shit in silent. You can't even take credit. You can't do nothing if you're really trying to save the people. Because they coming to slaughter your ass. And that's just history. And history repeats itself. So there's that. So everybody, so it's just this, see these fucking jerks. Fucking just trauma us to death with their fucking bad choices is insane.
And that's something, and that's something that we continuously harp on, is that
I'm confused.
Trauma season is upon us, and people are just using their trauma and not really.
And different techniques too.
Yeah.
Because your trauma can fall in anything. Your parents, your spouse, the government, race, sex, the shape of your body. like, dude, this is bad. This mad clicks. That ain't even including the gangs. That's just dumb gangs. And then you got the hives. You got whoever follow Kanye. You got Trumpers. Like, dude, the world is dangerous right now. It's gonna implode, son. Everybody's gonna be attacking each other. It's gonna implode.
Well, we're gonna take another break, man. We'll be back.
Yo, Kevin Hart make all the conspiracies right, or at least worth thinking about it.
Yeah. All right, we'll be back.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kermit the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts. Ready to hang with some fellas who know football? Let's ride. LC Muscles 28.
I think they're the most overrated defense in the league.
Steel Sermon.
We did not trail for a single second.
Tiny Tim.
McCarthy is a bonehead.
A Pizzle 90.
I'm going with my boys. Fins up, baby.
Get ready for the Four Horsemen of Pick'ems. Every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central on YouTube.
Hey, this is Sam Whitwer.
Hey, this is Will Wheaton.
I'm Armin Shimmerman.
Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. It's Carol Baskin.
Hi, this is Darren McCarty.
Hi, this is Mark Pellegrino.
And welcome to the FSF Popcast, your home for the all-nerdy, no-dirty interviews with people in our sci-fi and pop culture world. You can find us on your favorite audio podcast providers and, of course, our YouTube channel.
All right, we're back.
We're back.
All right, so we're continuing on this fallout from the Club Shay Shay episode. So, Katt wasn't the only one getting shot at. People was taking shots at Shannon. Other podcasters talking about that they want to let Katt talk about certain individuals on their podcast because those are their friends and but these individuals talk about they want all the smoke. That's their catchphrase. That's what they say. So how you want all the smoke, but yeah, you won't let nobody speak their truth because you're afraid of them offending your friends.
Man, they don't want no smoke. They don't want all the smoke. Nobody wants to smoke, man. I told you I'm the realest nigga to speak. I'm gonna stand on that. Nobody wants to smoke. They all got deals. They all reading off commercials. They ain't trying to lose that. Of course, we come in peace. And the smartest thing is to talk about the hottest thing smoking. It's not Shannon's fault that y'all wasn't hot enough for them to keep talking about y'all shows. Y'all didn't do nothing insane to make people talk about your shows.
You had the opportunity to have Katt on your show.
Listen, they got ties to other people. That's what I'm saying. You're in a business where you care more about the people that, like, you're expecting an alley-oop from everybody. So you're gonna hang on certain ties and certain ties. But I'm not riding. If a dude gotta say something about somebody like Shannon, I'm gonna let you say it. And if you anybody that he's talking about, you know the game. If y'all would have got that interview, y'all would have let it go too. And if y'all edited it, and if y'all edit, and if y'all edit it, and then they all lying. If
they lying.
Listen, Katt wouldn't even did it if they was gonna edit. That's not the purpose of what he was doing.
Nope.
Like,
Absolutely.
even though he was promoting his tour at the same time, just by being hot like that, I make me go buy a ticket. So smart. But at the end of the day, he was there to kick it and get some shit off his chest. And as you see, he did it. Stephen A did it. And it's about to be an avalanche of people getting shit off their chest, man. The people that you and I, people that be talking hot shit for years, people that been standing on business for years, are gonna all come out with some sad shit that they held on to. Now we was bullied. All that gangster shit about people running up on you, all that, where it's at then. That's it. If you're gonna slap somebody, you're gonna slap somebody. You gotta have lawyer money, right? Same thing as the drug game. You gotta have lawyer money, man. I'm gonna slap this nigga Whitlock. That's it. That's what you gotta do, and then take whatever comes with it. But after that first slap, Mr. Whitlock and y'all talk different. Y'all just gonna have to talk different after that. So yeah, like at the end of the day, Shannon ain't do nothing wrong. He let somebody speak, and he told the truth. And Shannon was trying to get out of that shit, but he ain't a pro. And he said that. I don't go to Shannon to think he's gonna be have interview skills. I just go to see them talk. Because Shannon do say some wild shit. Like he remind me of like when I talk about growing up and being young.
Yeah.
Like it's that dumb times are so far back that people would laugh. When you tell them stories now, people look at you like you crazy. Anybody could be entertaining if you just start telling little stories of your childhood. But then people are turning into some traumatic shit. I had people try to turn my life and take everything that I've done, accepted and dealt with as the cards was dealt, and try to tell me that I should lean back on I was traumatized. It's my parents' fault. Yo, they try to convince me to be sad and like to seek out help because I'm not dealing with or accepting some shit. I was dying. Like people are stuck in this trauma shit. Like everybody's looking for something to just say that I did it. With all the odds against me, I did it. Everybody wants to have that story but at the end of the day, everybody has that story. We all do it. It don't matter who's doing it better or who gets more of an advantage. Everybody's doing it. Can't stop expecting people to be on a level or your wavelength or anything like that. You just gotta be happy that whoever's on the same fucking floor as you. Don't matter how you got to this floor. You're up here. So you got here. I don't need to know all the details of how you got here. And people force this shit on themselves though, but that's greed. Greed is always going to rear its ugly head. It was about time that America had some type of chaotic event behind greed. That's it. Like there's going to be an era of just all the greed got to come out at some time. All the dirty deeds got to come out at some time. And this is 2024 is going to be very interesting. It's going to be a lot.
All the lies will be coming out. He said all the lies will be exposed. So we'll see.
It's just that it sucks that the people that's exposing them is trying to get some sympathy behind that shit. If they had did it when Kaepernick was kneeling, like there was times for you to just like, with legit foundational reasons to expose everything. And y'all motherfuckers don't let people get killed for 10 years. Y'all been letting cops kill niggas. Y'all been letting all these fuck boys do fuck shit. And now everybody's like, it was not that we didn't want to help you, but no, nigga, fuck out of here. We suffered, you suffered. It's not trauma season. Miss me with the trauma shit. That's all I'm saying is everything ain't going to me, is not falling under some trauma that I have to really give a fuck about. I'm sorry. We're going to tell the truth, then let's tell the truth. We can't be just sitting here and getting smoked and mirrored, man. People look stupid behind Jussie Smollett. If that was any of us, we would have been guilty from day one, nigga. He was in that circle, he was in that group, and they was down to ride out with him and hold him down. And he's stupid enough to fumble. Because everybody would have held him down.
He would just get, yeah.
It would have been a Jussie Smollett day. No, nigga. I don't feel bad for you, stupid ass nigga, because you couldn't keep a job. You know how many niggas I know can't keep a job? We don't sit there and make excuses for them. Should give him a chance because, his life, he's mixed. Like, whatever, get the fuck out of here. You dumb nigga. You better work harder. Study more, go on a diet, read your lines better. Something came out there with that shit. And that's what it started. He started this. It's just sad. All these niggas is sad. I just wait for all the truth. And they still burying truths. Like I said, is the men that we know over the past years who got convicted, or at least got pictures, or got raided, got caught in a spot with the raid with illegal women. Their name ain't on the island list. You try to tell me that dude that only went to Miami for like a hot minute and couldn't leave without getting his shit wet, he ain't go to the island? Yo, you crazy. Some of the names got erased, man. Some of the people got expunged. So they ain't put out everybody. I'm telling you, they ain't put out everybody. They put out people that's already half dead or black or minorities. They put out people that was half dead, on the way to dying, and bad reps, and then minorities. Like minorities flood the list, and then they throw in a little old Bruce Willis. They throw in a little old somebody that said deceased. Yo, it's crazy. It's sad. It's sad to see what's going on in real time. I told you, we are history. This window of COVID to this next election and whatever happens after, that's that beginning of the new history. COVID helped them erase shit, reword shit, bury shit, praise shit, and that's it. And from the generation coming, that's the history right there. That technology shit. They're gonna wipe out us we're not the first. They're not gonna acknowledge that we the first because we won't acknowledge that we was the first. Because then our behavior. I'm talking about we. our age them. Because if you acknowledge that we the first, then you acknowledge that you did a bad job. We did a bad job in leading. So you can't talk to me about leadership. Like we're working on it, and we have with knowledge. Some of us will adapt, and then some of us will be Nick Saban and Bill Belichick. There's people that's gonna be them guys that will never adapt to.
But when they won titles,
newer times, huh?
They won titles.
It don't matter. You gotta adapt, nigga. History is gonna erase those titles.
Yeah.
History is gonna erase those titles. Everything is digital.
Yeah, no.
That college shit is gonna be for diehards.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I just want to see who's gonna cry next, or who's gonna tell the truth next, or tell their truth. But this is gonna be an interesting year. 1,000%.
All right. So we're gonna move on from Katt Williams to finish up the show. We're gonna touch on someone who you know what? I'm gonna play the commercial. I didn't play that commercial. And during the commercial, there's someone that I'm gonna curse out. We're gonna discuss that individual.
He said someone we're gonna curse out.
Well, I've said so many. Well, let me just play the commercial, and you'll get to see who I'm talking. Everything Boston. I love you morons. New Kids on the Block, New Edition,
dear whatever the law firm is. Sincerely, the U.S. Supreme Court.
Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. Go yourself again, Jason Whitlock. So if y'all don't know who I'm talking about, I am talking about that fat fuck Jason Whitlock. And so, because to me, you always talk about crabs in a barrel, right? This motherfucker
crabs in a bucket.
Bucket, barrel, same fucking difference. So anyway, to me, this guy hates black people. He's fucking black, but he hates black people. He don't. Stuff he says about Deion Sanders is all bullshit. Right? You claim to be a Christian man, but yet you cast stones at another Christian man because he's highly successful and you're not. Now you're slinging at Stephen A, and Stephen A went off. He says he called you a fat bastard. He was being nice. I've done said much worse about him because of what I've seen from him. His actions have led me to that conclusion that he is a really piece of shit. He ain't worth nothing. And so I am glad Stephen A went off on him. But don't worry about it, Stephen A. You ain't gotta keep continuing against him because that's what I'm here for. Because as long as this fat fuck keeps attacking people for no freaking reason, just because he's a fucking hater, I'm gonna continue to fire. I'm gonna continue to fire my shots at his ass, and that's it.
I mean, I don't know much about him. I do know that I don't understand. I just don't understand the reason for hating in the business. But then again, this is what I'm telling you. They are capitalizing off the system that is in place with the streaming. To me personally, I think they all scamming us and they all still fuck with each other behind the scenes. Like me personally, I would bet a small portion of that Stephen A, Whitlock, all of them just formulated, yo, as long as we talk shit about each other, we keep each other relevant, people are going to always want to know what we're talking about. I got this much followers. I could do this. You got this much followers. Everybody's picking. I think that everybody is. I still think the breakup with Joe Budden is fake. I still do. I think the breakup with all them niggas is fake. They seen what I did for Joe Budden. And they seen the blueprint. Joe Budden breaking up with his guys was the blueprint. And then after that, nothing but podcast breakups. And everybody landed on their feet. Everybody got a nice portion of followers. And I might have had a little thing that said, yo, once your shit get popping, I get like 5%, nigga, because I started you. Like, dude, I'm telling you, man, this shit is a small network. Everybody try to keep the people who always try to tell you they not down, be down, nigga. They be down on the low, nigga. Joe Budden, everybody, like, as much as they do, and they give you good shit. That don't change the fact that they want to be down, nigga. Yeah. You could hear it in the way they podcast. Anybody that say they not. You listen to them long enough, you see they want to. You see they can't wait for their opportunity. And I ain't mad at you, but keep it a buck. That's it. Because you only could tap dance on the system then. You could keep it, your quote unquote keeping it a buck with us ain't really keeping it a buck.
But he don't keep shit a buck. This motherfucker lies out his fucking ass.
Oh, with him it's just
and he says some outlandish.
That's his character.
He do not like black people.
Look, that's his character. You trying to tell me which one of who you think was the most popular character on Boondocks?
Riley or either Riley or his brother.
Never. It was the racist nigga.
Uncle Ruckus?
Yes, nigga. Most popular. Most popular. He made more bars than a lot of niggas. Like most popular. Why? Because that shit is funny. There's people that like that. There's a group. That's a group. It fulfills a need. It fulfills a group's need.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
To see somebody just talk, to be able to write something up to where you could just talk about niggas.
Yeah.
Somebody could, like I told you, if I was a podcast paid assassin, podcast could pay me to just shoot at a nigga and feed me intel. You think that's them feeding Whitlock intel? That's them about Shannon from FS1. Like that's them feeding him intel so he can talk shit about niggas. That's it. Come on, man. Puppet Masters. Puppet Masters, like it makes sense. Man. Why would you feed him intel if everybody know he's a piece of shit?
Yeah.
If he's a piece of shit, then everybody that fuck with him is a piece of shit. So whoever from FS1 or ESPN that be sliding him all them info, that he's on their team. He's Uncle Rock, whatever his name is. He's Uncle that. He's that dude. He's this nigga in Django. Samuel Jackson in Django.
Yeah.
That's it. He's and now we have Jason Whitlock to carry on tradition. So it's got to be one. There's got to be one that's willing to do the opposite of Trump. Trump don't like his fucking people no more than Whitlock like his people. He just got to deal with them more than
to me.
Yo, I'm telling you, man, that's the only thing that makes sense for Whitlock to get the information, for anybody to get this secret information that they could blast on somebody that you trying to make this person look like he just had it all this time.
Nah.
If he's not smart enough, if he's not in tune enough, how you getting into the room to even get that type of intel? That shit is fed to him. He goes shoot at the niggas for the people higher ups. Y'all don't. Stephen A. getting beside himself. Talk shit about him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some people I think are just plants like that, and then you got some people that are like. There's a very few Katt Williams, yo, and Dave Chappelle's.
Yeah.
There's very few of them that I like Katt Williams more because I don't really like having to read between the lines with niggas. Katt Williams just like really says names. Dave Chappelle says names. He don't say enough, but I know why. But Katt Williams says enough. And I respect that. That's why I say it's hard to even feel bad for like Kaepernick for me because he signed the NDA.
Because he settled, yeah.
If it wasn't for the NDA, a lot of this could be prevented. Because it would have been something that everybody would have been digging up. There's so many people that signed them NDAs or settled that it makes it hard for somebody that I can't feel bad for you. You know something, and they got you to not tell nobody for the rest of your life. How that helps us. So you're willing to let other people go through what you went through or deal with that demon or whatever. So I can't feel like it's for me, it's confusing. Like if we're gonna do all this, let's just let people know it's very confusing for some of us. Just not here to ride all the waves. I don't even like the beach. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to ride all these waves. I've been really looking into that shit. Like, yo, this is crazy. Why? So, like I said, 2024 is going to be very interesting. The election is going to be interesting.
Lies will be exposed.
Everybody grab your invest in some land. This is the last time I'm gonna say it. The only time I'm gonna say it for the new year. You better stop acting like you stuck to a city and invest in some land somewhere, so you have somewhere to go. Be safe. Not like a house on point something acres. Not that.
Yeah.
They telling you to invest in property. A lot of people ain't gonna be able to afford it with the prices going up. So that's a smoke screen. Invest in some land and build on that shit slowly, even if you gotta live on a camper. That's all I got. That's all I got.
It's about to come to an end. Shout out to everybody who stopped by. Ben from the BS3 Network, thank you for stopping by. Whoever just tuned in, greatly appreciate it. And as always, I don't know. Peace out. This is your boy WIZE.
Peace.
On a daily